Welcome to Corks and Cauldron, where two friends uncork a bottle, cast a few spells, and dive deep into fantasy books and theories. I'm Gabby.
And I'm Jen. Quick disclaimer, this is an adult podcast about adult books. So, expect some spicy language, spicy content, and spicy spoilers.
I swear, guys, the spicy content is coming. I swear. This is a slow burn for sure. But anyway, let's grab a drink, grab some snacks, and get started. Today we are covering chapters 35 through 40 of Glint from the Plated Prisoner series.
So what are we? Last 5 chapters, guys.
This is it. This is the last of the book, and then we'll do a chapter recap, and then we go into the next one. Yeah. So what are we eating today?
Okay, so in order to celebrate Oren's mood during the last chapters of this book, I decided I would do special dark cocoa powder brownies. That sounds like a mouthful. It kind of is. I picked this recipe for a couple of reasons. One, it really does match Oren's mood during the last chapters of this book.
Yeah.
Does she have regrets?
Oh, so
many.
So many.
Do we think it's going to get better now that she's back with Midas?
As readers, we had hopes.
But I also picked this because it is a one bowl, one pan recipe.
I love those.
And I know Gabby loves those.
I hate doing dishes so much.
And I'm pretty sure this is going to go really well with your wine. If you like to bake, this is a really easy recipe. If you do not like to bake, if you go to any grocery store, they have these boxes in the bakery aisle that are for brownies, and those are also amazing. I do this when I don't have anything else and I need chocolate. So it's really just stuff that I have in my cupboard. Again, I know not everybody has this stuff in their cupboard.
Yeah, I think I used the last of the vanilla extract the last time I made pound cake.
See?
Yeah.
I always have vanilla extract because I make my own. Yeah, I know. But
and I know for a fact we don't have special dark cocoa powder in our house.
I am actually out of all cocoa powders in my house right this second because 2 weeks ago I had to have brownies and I made this recipe.
And you haven't replenished.
And haven't replenished it yet.
Fail.
But I definitely have chocolate chips. So it's really easy. You got your basics: sugar, oil, egg, flour, cocoa powder, baking soda.
All that fun stuff.
All the fun stuff. I have been known to substitute, instead of oil, either vanilla Greek yogurt, applesauce, or butter. Butter definitely makes it drier.
Interesting.
If you're going to do butter, you're going to want to put more in. You're mixing the sugar and the oil. There's a little bit of milk in it, like a quarter cup, which you can use red wine instead of milk. Ooh. Just so you know.
Interesting. And then the alcohol would cook out. So
the alcohol's going to cook out, but the flavor is still going to stay in.
Yeah.
So it actually tastes really good. But vanilla, mix that all together, beat it until it's all well combined. And then you pour all of the dry ingredients into it and the egg, and you mix it all together for like 30 seconds. And then you pour it into the pan that you already have oiled, greased.
Yeah.
However you use it. I use Pam cooking spray. If I'm feeling really fancy and don't want to mess with it too much, I'll also put parchment paper in so I can pull it out easier.
There you go.
If I don't do that, then I just wash the pan. So
yeah, but you've got it down to a science now. Yeah.
And you do put chocolate chips in the end. You can do dark chocolate chips, which is what I have in here, or you can do semi-sweet or white chocolate, or you can put nuts in there.
Peanut butter. Peanut butter
brownies,
chips.
So you do you. Yeah, you can even put peanut butter chips in that would be really good.
Yeah.
So it's whatever you're in the mood for. So, and then you just bake it at 350 for, I do mine for like 22 to 25 minutes because I don't like mine super dry. And when you stick a toothpick in the middle to test it, you still want it to have a little bit of moisture.
Just a little bit. Just a smidge bit.
Because you want it fudgy.
Yeah.
And also the chocolate chips are going to kind of fool you because they melt.
Weird. So, chocolate melts in the oven. Who would have guessed?
Yeah. But give it a little bit. Let it cool for about 10 or 15 minutes. I mean, what are we drinking with this dark, bitter brownie?
They're not bitter. They're just dark chocolate. And we are drinking, I'm so excited, the Velvet Devil. It's these chapters tonight we're going to be swimming in trauma and transformation. And so I try to find a wine that like embodied that.
Mm-hmm.
We've got smooth manipulation, golden cages, and an identity reveal that rips the floor out from under you. You don't sip something light, you go full devil. So that's what we're doing. This red is lush, smoky, and just sharp enough to keep you on edge. This is condensation in a bottle. It's Slade's purring deception. It's the drink you find. It's the drink you pour when a girl finds her spine and finally says no to a cage. So that is what we're drinking. This episode is not soft, it is not sweet, and it sure as hell isn't safe. So the Velvet Devil, which does sound like it's going to pair really well with your brownies.
I think so.
Yeah. All right. It's a cracker. So I don't know if you heard that or not.
I heard it. While you drink that, I'm going to drink my cranberry apple tea.
We are two different people.
It's red.
There are two different personalities on this podcast.
Okay, but my point is it's still red.
Mine is also red. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's good. I do like Merlot, though. I also like going to wineries and calling it Merlot and watching the eyes twitch. Yep.
They do, too, especially if you say... If you do that one wrong, and if you say Edelweiss...
Yep. Wrong, they get all twitchy about it.
They kind of twitch at you. So.
Anyway, what mythology or world building or what info are you dropping on us today, Jen?
So I pulled from @Raven_Kennedy Books again on Instagram from her Fun Fact Friday, because all of her fun facts right now are about the Plated Prisoner series. Because
I think that's her most
#1.
Yeah. She just released the audiobook or something like that. So yeah. And we're in a lot of different like book Facebook groups, and a lot of people are just now reading it for the first time. So that's been fun to watch.
Yes, it is. But they should also listen to our podcast.
Yeah, if you're listening, tell your friends. Yeah.
But this week's was about the Bridge to Nowhere, which is the bridge from the Seventh Kingdom to Anwen. The Bridge to Nowhere is named Lemuria because in our real history, there was a theory that our world had a lost continent called Lemuria that sank beneath the ocean.
I have never heard of this theory.
And she went on to say, I love the mystery of that and the theory explaining that was how the lemurs migrated from one land to another as a kind of bridge that then disappeared to nowhere.
I love lemurs.
So I kind of looked this up, and it was hypothesized in the late 1800s.
Yeah.
Like 1864.
Guess the dude's name.
Philip Sclater.
This one says James Churchward. I read it as Churchwad, which made it a lot funnier for me. Land of Moo.
But Philip Lutley Sclater, ooh, that is a name, y'all, wrote a paper titled The Mammals of Madagascar and had it published in a quarterly journal of science. And he observed that there were many more species of lemur in Madagascar than there were in either Africa or India. Thus claiming that Madagascar was the animal's homeland. And that's when he suggested Lemuria and that it could be a thing. And then sometime in the 1900s, early 2000s, they were like, yeah, no, tectonic plates. We all know this is how it works.
Science ruins all the fun stuff.
But then in 2013, geologists discovered evidence of a lost continent precisely where Lemuria was said to have existed.
Science learned. Science got schooled.
Science is teachable.
Crazy. Science is ever evolving. What?
Yeah, it's crazy. But I didn't read a whole lot into this article, but
there's a book. A book called Lemuria, A True Story of a Fake Place. And it was published in 2024. And I want to read it.
Okay. You want to cover it as a bonus on the podcast?
Probably not, because it doesn't sound, not a lot of spice to it, I guess. But they do talk about like sci-fi writers, UFO contactees. Yeah.
So it's
a mother god, a tequila swinging conspiracy theorist. I'm there.
That is definitely my husband's kind of book.
It's by Justin McHenry. It's on Amazon, guys.
Everything's on Amazon.
I bet like if you go to an indie bookstore, they'd order it for you.
Do you mean like Sower Books?
Like Sower Books. It's ranked number 2,765 in ancient and controversial knowledge in Amazon. So
it's really high up there.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm interested. If I can get it on my Kindle, I might do it.
I kind of thought it was neat, and I went ahead and put the link for the article I found in our show notes.
Nice.
In case you want to read it later.
All right. Are we ready to dive in?
Are we going to dive right in? Well, let's do it.
Yeah, this one was kind of short, but there was a lot that happened in these 5 chapters.
There was. That's why I'm just gonna.
And we get different.
A lot at the end.
Yeah.
Guys,
we get lots of different POVs. We have lots of theories.
And we're at the end. If you haven't read past Glint, maybe pause for a little bit and go find that bottle of wine like Gabby's, or make the brownies.
I will admit this bottle of wine was kind of pricey. It was like $30, but it's so good. Total Wine.
Oh, so it's not a Wink.
It's not a Wink. No.
Okay.
No. But it's really good. It's from Washington State, so I'm keeping it continental.
There you go.
But anyway, let's dive into Queen M's POV.
All right.
She's my girl. So Queen Melina is traveling from her castle high up on the mountain, and she's traveling all the way down to visit the peasants.
Queasily.
Yeah, she's not happy about it. So, Queen M, she's going from all the way top of the mountain all the way down the winding trail. If anyone lives in a mountain town or has visited like a mountain town, or it's those windy, super narrow, windy roads. Yeah. So she's doing that in a carriage, a horse-drawn carriage, probably a white horse, because why not? And she's with her beau, Geo, yeah. And Geo is just being a dude about it. He's he's super chill, and he's just not bothered by it at all. So yeah, they're traveling down the mountain road. She's stressed, she's queasy, she doesn't like it, and they finally get down into, like, I guess I would consider it downtown. Yeah. The town center.
Yeah.
Which, like most typical downtowns, that's the oldest part of the city. That's where things tend to get run down. It's just the brick roads kind of stuff. But she is there to rally the peasants. And she legit calls them peasants as she's explaining everything to Geo. She's like, yeah, we need to get the peasants on our side, and we need to manipulate them essentially to be on our side and against Midas, and the best way to do that is to go down there.
And Geo gives her some excellent advice, which is maybe don't call them peasants,
and maybe don't say that you want to use them.
Yeah. He really, I mean, I feel like he is her common sense, because she really just doesn't have any.
And let's remember, he's a saddle, so he probably did come from like the slums.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite the slums, but like the outskirts, kind of like Sale did, But yeah. Geo is just like, girl, I want to help you, but you got to help yourself. So they get to downtown. She gets out of the carriage, and she has gifts.
Yeah, there's a table set up by some of her soldiers, and it's got like blankets and a little bit of
random cloth.
Yeah,
toys for the kids.
Toys for the kids. All the things that poor people definitely want, not food or
money or
nothing like that.
Yeah,
the disconnect is large here. Yeah.
Oh, it's so real. It reminds me of that scene from Arrested Development where Lucille is talking to Michael, and Michael's like complaining about money, and he's like, we can't just go around spending money on this stuff. And she's like, it's one banana, Michael. How much could it cost? $10? And he's just like, you have no sense of money. The disconnect is so real. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Are you looking up the meme? I can send it to you. But anyway. Queen Melina's downtown trying to hand out stuff, and the people are like pissed. They are not having it. They are like, thanks for this fabric, but what is that going to do?
I love the interaction that she has with this poor woman. And I say poor just not because she's poor.
Right, but poor woman, like, the one who had to stand up to Queen Melina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's just like, "Why are you doing this?" And Melina's like, "I just want to show you." And she's like, "But where have you been?"
Bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like,
Yeah.
"But where have you been?" She's like, "Well, Midas." And she's like, "I'm sorry, but no. You
Yeah.
have been here.
You were also
Where
up
have
in the
you
castle.
been?"
Yeah. Which honestly, good for her. Like we
Yeah.
need to I say, as I am a peasant, but we need to just stand up to people like that. Like, yeah, hold them accountable.
Yeah.
Good for the peasants.
And
Team peasant over here.
she was just like not having it. And then as she is walked away politely by the soldiers,
She's escorted away.
escorted,
Yes.
yes, some of the other people start talking too. And her soldiers are like,
We need to go.
"It's time to go.
Yeah.
Melina, let's boogie." She's like, "I am not leaving."
Even Geo though is like, girl,
Yeah, it's time. Yeah.
before it gets worse, we need to and then they
Yeah.
do end up getting
They do end up
quasi
leaving.
attacked.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like
They
stuff is
just
thrown
start
at them
returning stuff to her.
forcefully. But yeah, returning stuff
Yeah,
to her. Because again, like toys for the kids is great, but it's not gonna pay the bills. You know,
exactly.
it's not gonna lift them out of poverty.
Yeah. And
And
the one coin that she's giving them
yeah,
is
that's just a slap in the face.
it really is.
Yeah, especially because from the peasant's perspective, Queen Melina's coming from the gold castle. You know, so can she not just take like, I don't know, curtains from there and hand them out?
Yeah, just bring out your silverware.
Yeah, well, goldware, but yeah.
Same thing. You know what I mean? I would still call it silverware because that is how I have been trained. It is not
Uh,
a facial tissue, it is a Kleenex, okay?
anyway, Queen Melina is flustered. She is
Yes.
not super excited about how that all went
I
down.
know. In her head, it went so much better.
She had it all planned out. Like I'm sure she was taking a shower and like planning it all out. You know how you do?
Yes.
And like she had a script all in place and no one followed their script.
Nope. There were no tears of joy. There
Yeah.
was no appreciation for her. No one tried to hug her.
Mm-mm. They didn't hate on Midas the way that she wanted them to.
Right, bitches?
Yeah, I know. It was just they just hated on her.
Yeah. And as they're escaping, because I'm not going to call it anything other than that.
Fleed as they
Yes.
yeah.
Expeditiously retreated.
They get stopped in the middle of the road by he's not my favorite character. I love to hate him.
I get that.
Yeah. This is when we meet Lothprune.
Yep.
Lothprune. It's a fantasy novel, guys. No one knows how to say the names. Yeah. He is elegant, strange, and too perfect. And he has a broken down cart in the middle of the road, very conveniently blocking the return to the castle.
Weird.
But the guards try to roughhouse him. They're not happy with this broken down cart. So
Mhm.
Queen Melina has to get out and like talk to him or whatever. And how do I say this?
He offers her a gift.
To like make up for his delay of
Yes.
getting out. He's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Here, have a gift." And then he like I picture kind of like Aladdin, like they just roll open something and there's just a whole like cart full of stuff. Just stuff. It's just stuff. It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
It's like Ariel's cave, you know, in the sea.
Yes.
Just stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
And Queen Melina's like, okay, whatever. I guess. Give me the rarest, most valuable, most precious thing that you have in your caravan of stuff. And he's like, well, actually, about that, give me your hand, and I can tell you what your soul most desires. And of course, Queen Melina's convinced that he's like a hustler, I guess is what I want to
Charlatan,
say.
yeah.
Yeah, Charlton, that's the word they use. Yeah. He's not. And eventually she convinces her to like hold hands. Not in a romantic way, but in a
I just kind of figured it was like a
yeah. Or like yeah.
like they were on top, one hand on top of the other, just flat, or maybe just
Clasped, maybe.
clasped.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. And she feels a jolt of power. And of course, she's instantly jealous because she doesn't have power. And if she did, she could rule. But she feels this jolt of power. And eventually a map pops out. Is that right?
It starts building on her hand, this piece of paper that's or rolled.
It's rolled.
Starts building onto her hand.
Which is creepy to think about.
I kind of wigged out a little about that. But when it's done, she opens it and she knows it's part of her because she says something about the paper feeling like her.
Yeah.
So she knows he was not a complete charlatan.
And this whole time, her guards are like, "This is not okay. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, let me open this."
It could be a bomb. I don't understand how it's going to be a bomb, but, I'm not a soldier.
You know what? Harry Potter sent howling letters, so who knows? It's the land of magic that we don't have, so who knows? Anyway, she opens it, and it's a map, which is kind of a letdown.
Exciting.
Yeah. And not only is it a map, but it's
wrong.
What she would call an incorrect map. Yeah. Yeah, because it doesn't show the end of the world being Sixth Kingdom. It shows a Seventh Kingdom, which we have touched on a little bit.
We did.
So as a reminder, the Seventh Kingdom was a kingdom at one point in time, and it was the kingdom that had the bridge between Aurea and Anwin.
Yes.
It's a bridge that no one could cross ever because...
The Bridge of Lemuria.
Yep, exactly. So Queen Melina's like, "What the fuck, my dude? This map is wrong. It's not my deepest desires. What are you doing? It shows the Seventh Kingdom, and that hasn't existed for centuries. This map is wrong." And this guy ends the chapter by saying, "Are you sure about that?" And that's how the chapter ends. That's all we know about Queen Melina.
It's fine. It's fine.
Raven, I have so many bones to pick.
So now that we're done with chapter 35 and we're going back to Oren's point of view in chapter 36. So if you guys remember, last time we talked, Oren had just been regifted back to Midas.
She was a trade back to Midas.
Really bad Christmas gift.
Like
they gave her back. And she's so excited and nervous. And she's walking through the halls and she's realizing, the fuck? Why are we walking down all these weird ass fucking halls?
Where are all the people? Like, why is there's 6 fucking guards walking me because of course it's fucking 6. But where is everyone else? And she's like, "Oh yeah,
that's right.
I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be. Yeah, I'm already supposed to be here. I was hidden away, and they sent my decoy ahead of me.
Yeah.
So I'm not supposed to be arriving now."
Yeah. And they finally get her up to the king's quarters and take her into like a room where she sees him and she's just dying to hug him. And in her mind, after her morning saddle bath, he was going to wrap her in his arms and
everything was going to be great. It was going to be like a very romantic.
How much he missed her and listen to her and tenderly speak to her and tell her how much he missed her and how he understood that she doesn't want to be in a cage anymore and she absolutely never has to be again.
See, this was another one of those, like she took a shower and had a script in her head and no one followed their script. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not how it went down. No. Instead, Oren she finally gets to Midas and she's excited and she tries to run to him and he's like, "What are you doing? What is happening right now?" He did not say that. And I want to point out that this happened in the daylight, and we know what happens when Oren touches people in the daylight.
The point is, she comments about his clean gloves and how dirty she is.
And how gross she feels now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's such a jerk.
He's such a fucking dick.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. He doesn't even try to listen.
No.
He's just, yeah.
Yeah. He the only thing he cares about is, did someone else touch her?
Oh my God.
Have to kill. And really, you knew where she was this whole time, and your lazy ass only sent one little group, and they went the long way to avoid that little group. You couldn't even be bothered to send more people.
Here's what I think is interesting.
He did send more people, but they're probably dead too. That's still not the point.
Here's what I think is interesting is if Rowan said something like, "Who touched you?" I would go feral for that. I'd be like, "Yes, who touched you? Let him take care of that."
Yes.
But when Midas says it, it gives me the ick, which I think just proves how good Raven does of making us readers feel that, right?
Yeah. The second time around for some of us.
All right, listen. I am just here.
For
Here for entertainment, all right?
But I'm saying the way she writes him is so good because the first time you're reading it, you're like,
they're back together.
they're so together, and he's so overcome with emotion that he can't even touch her. And the second time, you're like, that rat bastard.
That motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's another thing that I should have noticed. My first read through, especially because I do like reading romanticies. I do like reading stuff like that. Midas is blonde. He was never gonna be the main male character. They're always dark hair.
Poor Tamlin. Even Rowan has white hair. It's not
Yeah,
blonde.
it's not blonde. Yeah.
Poor Adian.
He's technically a side character. I mean,
he is.
yeah. So I should have known that Midas. We met Midas way too early for him to be the main male character throughout the whole series. And two, he's blonde. He was never gonna last. I should have known. I'm disappointed in myself, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
But anyway, eventually, Midas drags her to.
He has a gift for her.
Oh my god. Is that what we're calling this? That's what he's calling it.
I mean, at first he listens to her sob. He lets her sob, and he lets her, kind of for a minute.
Well, and then he says the right things. He says, who touched you? You'll never have to go through this again, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. You're
right.
here now. No one's going to take you away from me again. Yeah.
And then this is so weird to read, but he, grabs a torch, right? Because it's a fantasy novel, so they don't have electricity. He grabs a torch and is like, come with me. I want to show you something. I have a surprise for you. And then leads her into this dark, windowless room that has no light. Like, the only light comes from his torch, and then he does eventually light a sconce or something, like a wall.
2 of them.
Yeah. And then, poor Orin. Fucking Midas. I have so many emotions. He shows her this this is like my third time reading through the series, and I forgot how mad the first 2 books made me.
So what did he give her?
He got her a fucking bird cage.
A human-sized bird cage, yeah.
A human-sized bird cage. Like, literally, that's how it's described, is a bird cage. Like, yeah. And it's not gold, because Orin wasn't around to gild it. It's just this wrought iron fucking bird cage in the middle of his dressing room, which is weird. And there's no windows, there's no sunlight, there's no natural light whatsoever. She's just she's stuck in the closet. I have so many feelings about this.
I mean, he did have to tell her how traumatic everything was for him while she was gone for 2 months. I like that she asks about her hawk, and he's like, what are you talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about?
That was great.
That was a fun reminder that, I mean, because Rip probably didn't send that message, because the hawk went straight to him.
Yeah.
And so Rip probably just did not send that message on.
Do we even know that yet? Have they said that in the book?
I don't think so.
No, okay.
No, but I think I've spoiled it before, so.
Oh, I definitely spoiled it. It was all me. I'm sorry, guys. But, so the weirdest part about this freaking cage,
other than the fact that it's a fucking cage in a closet.
Cage in a closet.
That's weird.
It's the fact that after he lit the sconces, she realized that there was actually someone in it.
It's her decoy. Her decoy is in there. And so this poor woman is Orin's. Yeah. It's okay. This poor woman is painted gold, right? Because she's supposed to be Orin's decoy. And, she's just stuck in this cage. And Orin immediately is like, I wonder how she feels about this.
Yeah.
Because for the decoy, it was always temporary. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Yep. But for Orin, it was going to be permanent. That's it. That's where you are. Yeah. And
that's how this chapter ended.
Oh my God. Raven, the way you end your chapters.
Thank gosh we kept reading.
I would not have been able to stop. I would have insisted we kept going.
Yeah, because we're staying in Orin's point of view.
Yes, I think
37 because it was necessary.
Yes.
Because if she'd have left us like that.
Oh my God.
I would have skipped chapters to find the next chapter
and then gone back.
Because that's the only way that would have happened. I'm sorry. I don't normally do that.
But the way that chapter ended,
Academy, but there's no way I could have not.
No. But I guess there's some readers who don't like Queen Melina's point of view, so they just skip all of her chapters. And that,
which is silly.
Yeah.
Because she's a necessary character, guys.
She's the
Please
evil
don't skip
stepmom.
Melina's.
Yeah.
Because she's necessary. I know that some people don't like her, but I read the Midas chapters still.
And if I read the Midas chapters, you can read the Melina chapter.
Damn right. That is my point.
Queen Melina's not supposed to be likable. You're not supposed to like her. No. So I get why people want to skip her, but her POV is super necessary, and it gives us a lot more insight and into the world and what's going on and everything like that. So do not skip her chapters.
And the politics.
A lot of the politics.
She was
smart.
trained on the politics that Midas was never trained on.
Mm-hmm.
And neither was Oren, so they don't understand it. So she gives us that background that we need.
Yes, she is super necessary.
Anyway, back to Oren's POV and the cage.
Oren begs, like straight up begs Midas not to go back into that cage. She does not want to go back. She says that everything has changed. I don't need the cage anymore. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Which makes it sound like she's a desperate, crazy lady.
Kinda.
Which I think she's feeling at this moment.
I mean, wouldn't you be?
100%. You want to stick me in a dark room with no windows? Absolutely not. No. I have had my taste of freedom. I am not going back.
You can just forget it. Sir.
You can
go in there.
Fuck all the way off. All the way.
And that poor girl that's been in there.
Oh God, I feel so bad for her.
And she's wearing orange dress, and you can tell she is just dying to get out of there.
She's ready to leave. Yeah.
Yeah. But she makes a comment. Oren makes a comment that says, I understand what Osric was saying.
Yeah.
When I see her.
That I'm only a symbol, or that she's only a symbol. Yep.
Yeah. And then he fucking opens his mouth.
This fucker. So, or like, to set the scene, Oren is trying to reason with Midas, like, hey, I've just not been in a cage for 2 weeks and everything's been fine. Like, a little stressful.
2 months is good. It's fine.
But it's fine. Yeah, like, I'm alive. I'm a little dirty, but like, overall, I'm fine. I'm unharmed. Like, let's talk about this. Let's reason. Let's be adults about this. And Midas is having nothing to do with it. And he eventually ends up accusing her of letting other people touch her, is how he phrases it. And Oren is shooketh. Her flabbers are gasted. She cannot believe that he would ever accuse her of letting someone touch her.
Yeah. And she was very, she's like, did you get my hawk? I sent you a message. I tried to do everything that you would want me to. I did everything you would want me to. And he's just treating her like, you've never acted like this before. You shouldn't have a problem getting in here. You know it's safe.
Did you betray me? Yeah. And then the line that killed me was, prove it. Prove that you didn't betray me. Get in the cage.
Get in the cage.
Fucking Midas. And I get that he wants to stash her somewhere while he has his king meeting, right? Because men have been doing that forever. Sticking women somewhere so they can have their man meetings. But Oren's done with it. But Midas is making everything about himself.
Yes.
Right. And his failure to protect her. Yep. His guilt, his solution. He doesn't want to talk about like how Oren feels like she's changed or how she's grown or I don't know what she's been through for the past 2 fucking months.
He gives 0 fucks about all of that.
Literally not a single fuck. Yeah.
Because it doesn't affect him.
Well, it does, but
yeah, well, it will. Yeah. Oh, it will. But this is him trying to force her into that cage. And then we go to chapter 38.
Yeah.
Which is still in Oren's point of view.
Yes. It's in her view. For at least.
Good.
Yeah. Midas throws Oren in the cage. Like, literally grabs her around the stomach, has the decoy open the cage, and throws her in the cage.
Yeah. And she's trying so hard when he's doing that. She's like, let me just stay here. You go to your meeting because you're supposed to meet Ravenger.
I'll hang out in your room. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. And then we can talk after and discuss why I shouldn't have to be in this cage anymore.
Like a calm, reasonable adult that I will never be.
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't have to agree so fast to that last part, but all right.
I was agreeing to the calm adult part, okay? The calm adult part was the part. You know what? Maybe we just need queso. It fixes everything. And he does do this is where he does the "Did you betray me?"
Yeah.
And
Who did you let touch you?
yeah. And then he's like, "Did you have any accidents while you were gone?"
So what he's referring to is Carnith Village. And we don't have, at this point,
Right.
we don't know what Carnith Village is. We don't know what happened.
But if you stay after we finish talking about these,
Yeah.
we will tell you
Yes.
today.
Yes.
If you want a spoiler, stay. If you do not want a spoiler, save it for the next book because it will be in the next book.
And it is.
It's huge.
It's huge. It's important to explain Oren's character.
Yeah.
And some of the trauma that we're seeing with her.
Yeah, because she's like, that was an accident.
And it's no different than like if someone points out one of your flaws
Mm-hmm.
and you're trying to fix it and then they keep coming back to like things that happened before they pointed it out, right? Like,
yeah,
you never do the dishes. Okay, well I've been doing the dishes for the past week. Like, give me a chance to like make this up. Yeah, it's no different than someone being like, well, I did the dishes on January 2nd. Okay.
Yeah. What
I'm
about
sorry.
before when I used to have to do all the
Yeah.
dishes all
Yeah.
the time and you didn't ever do the dishes and you're like, I know, but
But
I've
I'm doing
changed.
that
I'm
now.
trying.
Like, yeah, and it's or
You
like
can't keep throwing my past in my face. I grow.
yes.
Fuck right off.
People change, people adapt, people grow. They should anyway. Granted, sometimes they don't. Looking at you, Midas. But anyway, this man is weaponizing her trauma, and we hate him.
Yes.
Okay, so he tosses, like, forcibly tosses her into the cage. And that sets her off, as it should.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think anyone would freak out about that. And so, Oren's decoy tries to run out. So the cage door is open. She's been thrown in.
Yep.
So I'm picturing, like, how I'm picturing it. Okay. So, because Midas tossed the key to the decoy, screamed at her to open the door. So she's reaching around, opening the door. So she's towards the front.
Mm-hmm.
Door gets opened. Oren gets tossed. I'm assuming Oren is towards the back.
I figured he'd just kind of push her in. Like when he let her go, it kind of pushed her in.
See, I figured it was more like a forcible toss.
Well,
like a sack of potatoes.
So I'm thinking that Midas isn't that strong?
Yeah, all right, that's fair. Okay, but either way,
But yeah,
Oren is further
back further
than the decoy.
Yes.
And so Oren doesn't want to be locked in the cage again.
Nope.
Like, of anything that's going to happen to her, she doesn't want to be locked in the cage. She's fine hanging out in the room, but not the cage.
Yep.
The decoy tries to run out, and Oren grabs her.
And
trying to push her out of the way so that she can get to the door.
And her ribbons are trying to hold the door open. Well, okay, they do a lot more than that, but at this point, her only plan is for them to just hold the door.
She just wants to get out. She doesn't want to be locked in the cage. However, I once again want to point out where the sun is at this time. It's up. It's daylight. And when Oren pushes her decoy away, I don't think we ever learned her name. When Oren pushes her decoy away, she feels a burning in her palm.
Mm-hmm.
But it's written as a very
minor thing.
Afterthought. Yeah. Like it's not, it's just almost like, it almost feels like I slapped her and that's how I feel the burning. You know what I mean? Like,
and she's so angry at this point, she doesn't even.
She's not thinking straight.
Does not compute.
Yeah. She's just trying to escape.
Yes.
And then she realizes what happens. She realizes that, well, no, doesn't gold start dripping from her palm?
It does, because she touches the cage.
And it gilds.
Yeah. And this is after she has ripped the door off.
Of the cage. Yes.
And her ribbons have thrown it at Midas, which I love, because I can just picture him going, oof, and falling back, and his hair gets a little mussed.
Yes. So, the cage is now gold. It is now gilded, as is the decoy.
Yes.
And Oren is heartbroken.
Yep.
Shook.
Yep.
Devastated.
And Midas is a dick.
He's the fucking worst.
And he's sitting up and moving the door off of him and says, see? This is why you needed the cage.
The only thing Midas is a king of is the toxicity. And Oren tries to set clear boundaries. Like, I have flunked out of therapy a few times, but I know what boundaries are. and she's trying to set clear boundaries. I won't live like this anymore. And Midas says, "You belong to me." And at the final, like the last paragraph of this chapter, she says, "If you walk out of this door, we won't recover." Right? Isn't that what she says? Gotta look it up again.
Sorry. He keeps telling her why she's going to get used to it again.
Yeah. And he's pissed that she expended some of her power.
If you walk out now, I'm done. I
Yes.
will never forgive you for any of it.
There it is. And then he says, "I love you, but I don't need your forgiveness, precious. I just need your power." What a dick. Luckily, I think this is kind of what Oren needed. Not that I'm happy that it happened to her.
She does talk about in this chapter, in this chapter series, this 3-chapter part,
Yeah.
about how dumb she was.
Yeah,
How
she's recognizing.
she can't believe that she was ownership for love.
Mm-hmm.
Or is this in chapter 40? Am I skipping
No,
ahead?
I don't think you are.
Okay. And I can't believe that I trusted him. And this bitch, okay, this part, I had to stop reading, and I actually made my husband listen to me read this because I was so pissed. And then I had to text you. The part that made me do that was she'd been crying and her heart's broken. And she was like, all I've done because I trusted you, because I loved you. And this motherfucker sighs at her. It's not, I can hear it. It's like,
my God.
Oh my God. All right, you're tired and you're hysterical. You just need to go lie down because this isn't you.
So anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that she's like, I'm not looking at him anymore like I did with my 15-year-old self. I'm seeing him as we are now. I'm taking him off of his pedestal, and he needs to take me off of mine so we can look at each other face to face.
She still wants a relationship with him. She still wants to make it work.
So bad.
Well, okay, let me rephrase that. Up until this point, I think she still thought there was hope for them.
Yeah.
At this point, I think she's done. Like him throwing her back into the cage, him saying that he doesn't need her love, just her power. I think she's done. Like this is her.
We are finished.
Yeah.
Like, this is my 5th time, and we are done.
This is
you said
her.
something about women having to leave 5 times.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that has stuck with me out of all of the things you said.
I don't even know if that's the right statistic, but there is some
with me.
There's some stat out there that says women who leave abusive relationships on average, I want to say it's between 5 and 7 times. Like they keep going back for whatever reason. I am not judging. I am not saying anything. I am quoting statistics here, people, that they keep going back. And eventually there's that one final moment that makes them leave for good. Yeah. And I think this is Oren's "my boots were made for walking" moment.
Yeah.
Which I'm so glad to see.
That door getting ripped off was just, I loved it. Because it was like her finally telling him, no, absolutely not.
Not only was it a display of power, right? Like she's obviously grown. She's been using her ribbons more. She's been training. She's got the wrath at her back. So that like it wasn't just a display of magic or power. It was almost symbolic, I guess, of her breaking free, of her trying to break free from the cage that Midas puts her in. However, Oren feels guilty about everything. And Midas knows that and knows how to exploit it and knows.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
And if this chapter did not convince you that Midas was the ultimate villain in romantic hero clothing, like if this chapter did not make you hate Midas, I've got some beachfront property in Nebraska that I can sell you.
Oceanfront?
Oceanfront property. Yep.
Yes.
I know. Well, if global warming keeps up, it will be.
True.
But yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm excited because the next chapter is Midas. Let's try that again. I'm very excited because the next chapter we get to is Midas's point of view.
Can we call him something else?
It's still his point of view, though.
Yeah.
And I just love how angry he is.
Okay, we hate Midas. I think we've made that pretty fucking clear throughout this whole thing. However, I really enjoy his POVs in his chapters. It's really interesting to see how he thinks of himself and how his mind works.
Yes.
And he's not dumb. Like,
No.
he is a master manipulator.
Yes, he is.
And he is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Okay. So, while we hate Midas, this is another one where the chapter POVs are
Important
and interesting, and it just kind of gives you a look into his psyche and like how he manipulated Orin and what he was thinking when he did it, and whenever he interacts with a king, what's going through his mind and the politics of it all that he had to learn on the fly. He did not grow up royalty. He did not grow up in the court. He had to learn how to play these games. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he learned how to play it on the streets, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
So, this chapter, we open with Midas just trying to convince himself that he's still in charge. He's trying to convince himself that he is still the puppet master and not Scrambly.
Yeah.
Which we know that the strings are fraying. We know that he is losing control rapidly. Not only of the Orin situation, but of everything.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Because first he's like, I didn't like what I had to do with Orin. I didn't like having to use force.
You literally threw her in a cage, but okay.
Yeah. And he just thinks that there's nothing really wrong with her. Maybe she's just a little bit distraught.
Traumatized.
Women are hysterical.
You know what, though? You know what?
Fine.
Old-timey doctors they used to give you cocaine to do about it. And, like, yeah, you know where I'm going. Yeah. They used to let you,
Yeah.
They had manual tools that would help women become less hysterical.
Yes, and sometimes it was their own hands.
Yes.
The doctors, not the woman's.
Yes.
So,
However, I mean, if I was hysterical,
okay.
I'm just saying.
But he's on his way to meet King Slade Ravenger.
Yeah, he is.
And he's a little bit flustergated.
And he decided to have the meeting in the throne room instead of like the meeting room or the meeting hall.
Yeah.
Or anywhere that like war strategy should happen.
Yes.
Because he wants to sit in the fucking throne and look down on King Ravenger.
And while he's like walking down there, he's thinking about how, thank God she's finally here because now I can stop putting off all of these nobles.
Yep.
With this gold that I've been promising them that I haven't been able to deliver. Because Orin wasn't here.
Because Orin wasn't here.
Because, again, in case you guys haven't caught it from her gilding the cage.
The cage.
Or her announcing in earlier chapters that she is Fae. Or her turning Captain Fane gold.
Yes.
At the end of the last book.
Yep.
She is the powerful person.
She has the golden touch. It is not King Midas. It is Orin. Yeah. Yeah. And so yeah.
And he's going to be just exhausting her while she gilds everything.
Oh my God.
He's going to tap her dry every day. That sounded really dirty, but you know what, guys? We're going to go with it.
So he literally says something like, it sucks that it's going to take her months and months of like draining her power every day to get all this done. But I got a list we got to get through, so suck it up, Orin.
And I want to see his list.
You know he just wants to make it into another high bell. He wants literally everything gilded.
Yeah. And for some reason, I think that it might be because he grew up poor, but he thinks gold is always worth it no matter the cost.
Everyone wants gold. Gold is the answer to everything. Whatever he wants, gold is the answer. That's his mentality.
It is. It really is.
And I think you're right. I think it does have something to do with him growing up in poverty, and we'll get to that much later.
Yeah.
But like even I can see it. Like I've had my poor years, and I still have some like poor tendencies where I'm like, I don't really want to spend the extra money on this because what if I need XYZ later on? Yeah. So anyway, everyone handles poverty differently.
Yes, I agree. Anyway, Midas gets into his throne room and he walks in.
He gets into the Fifth Kingdom's throne
room. Sorry. Yeah. Right. And he goes and sits on the throne.
I guess.
And his advisors come and sit in whatever empty space there was, so that when King Ravager and his people come in, there is no place for them to sit, and they can only stand at the end of the dais and stare up at him.
In all his glory.
And again, when you take a shower and are washing your hair,
and you're plotting all of this out, and you have everyone has a script.
And then no one follows the script.
Yeah. So
he is very OCD.
Oh yeah, 6 of everything. Yeah.
He's even getting an extra, like, he comments about the throne having a single amethyst and how he's already commissioned to have 5 more added on because everyone knows that 6 is the perfect number.
Everyone knows 6 is the perfect number. That being said, 5's my lucky number. Do you have a lucky number?
11.
Really? Why 11?
I don't know, but I see it all the time.
So if anyone studies numerology, I'm curious why 5 is my lucky number and 11 is hers. So drop a comment, hit us up. TikTok, Facebook, Insta, Threads, whatever. I'm curious.
Yeah, but as he's sitting there on the throne,
he's
tapping his fingers.
In sets of 6. So he'll tap fingers 6 times, pause, tap them 6 more times, pause. Yeah. And Slade, King Ravager,
makes him wait so
makes
long.
him wait. And eventually,
like 20 minutes.
Eventually, King Midas is like, I'll give him 6 more minutes, and then I'll go get him. Because of course it's fucking 6. Yeah. And then, just as Midas was getting ready to stand up and storm out there to get him, King Ravager and the Wrath stroll in, casually.
Yeah.
And Midas makes a comment that he can hear 3 sets of 3 sets of footsteps. No, wait, 4. One is so light that he barely hears her. So do you know who that is?
Hojat?
That's our girl Lou!
Which he doesn't even recognize as a woman.
He doesn't. He just says,
armor.
Yeah. He just says that the 4th one is smaller and slighter in stature.
Mm-hmm.
It, would never even occur to him that there's a woman in there.
Nope.
He does comment about Osric's size and how he was clearly picked because of his brutality.
Except he wasn't. And then Judd. He's like, and then there's an average size.
Just average guy. Whatever. Yeah. Yep.
And then he's like, and then there's the man I've heard stories about.
Everyone has heard these. These are like the bedtime stories parents tell their kids to like make them go to bed on time or to eat their vegetables. Like if you don't eat your vegetables, King Ravager is going to come and rot you. Yeah.
Or he'll send his commander
to
rip your head off.
Yeah, exactly. So then.
And then he moseys in.
Literally moseys. Like just casual. Whatever.
Yeah.
Everything's cool. And then they start negotiating.
Well, he saunters up the dais where King Midas is standing up. Midas sits down. Slade walks up to the dais and is standing there over him.
Looking down.
Finally stands up.
Yep.
And then he walks out of the room into a meeting room instead. And one of King Midas's advisors lets him know, "Oh, sir, he's here.
Looks like he's going to the meeting room."
Which is the best.
It's such a Ravager move.
It is such a power move.
Yeah.
Between that and the fact that he's not bothering to even wear royal clothes. He's just
there's
wearing...
no cape. There's no crown. I don't think there's a crown.
He's got a crown.
Does he?
It's just like sideways. It's like, and it's not gilded or anything. I think it's just some deadwood.
I think it is deadwood because that's their whole thing is wood. Yeah. And he's literally wearing army leather. Like he is part of the troops. But here's a crown to make you stand apart.
Exactly.
And Midas is pissed that he has to scramble from the throne room to the meeting room.
He is not his OCD cannot handle this.
I don't even know if it's his OCD, his controlness. He can't handle not being in control.
Nope. And he has lost control of this situation.
I think it's so funny how easily King Ravager has rattled his cage, for lack of a better term.
See what you did there?
Thanks. Yeah.
And Midas goes in and he's trying to take control of the situation and explain to Ravager how there's no animosity between their two kingdoms because his sixth kingdom had nothing to do with the attack that the fifth kingdom did on the fourth kingdom. And Ravager's like,
Okay,
I have proof.
I totally believe you, but here's some proof that says otherwise.
And then he's like, hey, so what's it going to take? How much gold? Name your price.
Midas is talking to Ravager and says,
Ravager and is like, how much will it cost?
Name your weight in gold and we can make it happen.
Yeah. And he's like, none.
Nope.
Ravager's like, none. And he's like, what?
What do you mean none?
His confused face had to be so strong.
I'm just picturing the shocked Pikachu. Like, yeah, that's
Or
the
the head
face.
tilt.
Yeah, like, because once again, Midas is convinced that it's gold or bust.
Yeah.
In his world, like.
And then Ravager says that he will take Deadwell, which is just a tiny piece of land between fourth and fifth kingdom.
It's just this random ass strip of land.
Yeah.
And Midas is like,
what?
But why? But he doesn't ask. He doesn't ask why, because Midas will never play his cards that way, right? Because for as much as we dog on Midas, he is a strategist. Like he does like the strategy. He is good at playing the court and keeping cards close and like the multiple moving pieces. He'd be a great project manager.
In this chapter, he talks about how he's been laughing at all of the Orion royalty for a decade because it's Orin's power, but
he's got them all fooled.
The power.
Yep.
And he has them all fooled, and every time she gilds something for him is just another time that he's tricking them.
Yep. Which he's not wrong.
No, he's not.
As much as I hate to admit it, he's not wrong.
But Ravager just unravels him. He finally gets him to agree to it. He's like, yeah, you could just, that's all I want. Really.
Yeah, and Midas is still like, I don't get it. I don't get why, but okay.
And then this will get you to withdraw, right?
Right away. It'll get you to withdraw ASAP, right?
And Ravager's like, but don't we want to party? Like it's 1999?
Don't we want to celebrate the fact that we're not going to war?
Yeah.
And also,
for the third kingdom
that's on their way right now.
Yeah. Now you'll have two kingdoms instead of one. And we all know that two
is better than one. And who doesn't love a big party, right?
Right?
Like, Midas does love a big party.
He does.
Yeah. However, King Ravager has rattled him. Mm-hmm. He is shooketh. And he is scrambling to try to, like, figure out what the fuck Deadwell has to do with anything. Like, why do you want that? Why would you want that instead of gold? I don't understand. King Ravager plays it off like, oh, you did say that I've been, like, encroaching on kingdoms, so, like, just give me this tiny sliver and we'll call it good. Yeah. And Midas is just, he knows something is up with that, but he doesn't know what. Right. He can't figure it out, but giving him a piece of land that's not even his is cheaper than giving him gold.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And now we're ready for the last chapter. Are you ready?
Oh my god, the way this chapter ends.
Are you ready?
No.
Are you ready?
No. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Chapter 40.
Chapter fucking 40.
The final chapter of Glint.
Yes, the final chapter of Glint. And we're back in Orin's POV.
We are back in Orin's.
Orin is stuck in the walk-in closet.
Yep.
That's what it is. It's a walk-in closet.
It is.
I don't care.
A changing room or whatever you want to call it.
And Orin is
freaking the fuck out.
I was going to say panicking, but yeah, that worked.
Orin is panicking.
And time has gone on while she's stuck in this room. And eventually, the sun goes down. However, the sun does not go down right away. So, Orin is throwing a massive fit. She is banging at the door. She's trying to break the door down. She's using her ribbons. She's using her hands. She is doing anything she can think of in her panic-induced mind.
She still hasn't found her glove.
Which
so she has a sketch.
Well, she's been panicking. And she's got a statue to worry about now.
True.
So she is not handling this turn of events well.
No, she's done. Anything that was up there in her brain that was
Gone.
calm
It's gone.
is gone. Crazy Orin is here now.
Crazy Orin is in the house, in the changing
Yeah.
room. And she's banging at the door. There's a whole slew of guards at the
Yeah.
door to keep her in. And Orin's banging at the door, trying to rip it down. And she's using her bare hands
Yep.
to hit this door, which means the door turns to gold.
Yes. It
And
starts off
Orin,
on just her side.
yes. And then eventually the whole door turns gold.
Yeah.
And Orin's like, I can't break gold. I can break down wood, maybe, possibly, but I
Yeah.
can't break gold.
Nope.
What the fuck did I just do?
And I think that kind of settles her. That realization helps settle her a little.
Yeah, it's kind of like that grounding moment, right?
Yeah.
Like, well, I can't do anything else, so I'm just gonna laugh about this.
Except she's not laughing.
No, but that's my trauma response. I'd be laughing throughout this whole book series. Yeah. The guards are shook that the door is turning to gold on their sides. They're not handling that well. Orin's not handling the door turning to gold well. Everyone's panicked. And eventually she settles and just like, I'm not going to say has a meltdown, because I do think she holds it together relatively well, given,
but when
everything.
The sun goes down,
she can feel the sun go down. She can feel her power just sapping out of her. Yeah. And I think that is also a grounding moment for her with like, well, fuck, at least with the sun up, I was kind of a walking weapon, and now I've got tired ass ribbons. That's what I got.
But it gives her brain a chance.
Yes. And again, Orin's not dumb. She has her moments, but she's not dumb.
And she's trying to take what Lou told her the last set of chapters to heart about owning her own shit and not being complacent.
Yeah.
But now she has to kind of accept some really harsh truths. Midas doesn't love her.
Midas doesn't love her. Midas probably has never loved her. That would be hard for anyone to realize, especially after 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'd handle that.
I don't know.
But I also can't turn shit to gold, so.
All right. She finally admits she doesn't belong in a cage.
Yep. She finally admits that she wasn't happy and that she just relied on Midas for protection and love. Well, protection and that protection and love are not the same thing.
And that it's her power. And he's been using her, and she's allowed it.
Which sucks, right? Like, that's a moment, like, if you were in therapy and you had that moment, that realization, that would suck. It would be devastating.
That would be the ugly crying moment.
Right. But it's such an important moment. Yeah. Yep. It's something that she needed. A, she needed to realize on her own. And B, it had to happen for her to grow. Otherwise, she would just be in a cage for the rest of her life.
Would she have realized it?
Absolutely not. Okay. No, she would have been happily in a cage unless, if all of this had not happened to her. I will say, I think she could have skipped the Red Pirates. And I think the Red Raids, yeah. And I think Slade, Rip, whatever, whoever, meeting Rip by himself would have been enough to push her out, I think, personally.
I just wonder if him pushing and asking her the questions that he did the whole time.
I think that was the foundation.
Was what really pushed her over the edge, because she knew she wasn't happy before they even left Highbell.
Yeah, but she didn't know, she couldn't wrap her head around why.
And give voice to what needed to change.
Right. Like, she knew she wasn't happy in the cage, but she couldn't explain
what it
why.
was.
Yeah. Like, and it's, I don't know, these two books for sure, there's a lot of world building, there's a lot of character development that's happening right now. And we're going to see Orin continue to grow in book 4, I want to say, is a lot. 3 and 4 is a lot of Orin development, which I know some people struggled with book 4, specifically because it was, right, book 4?
I struggled with 4.
You struggled with 4. I loved book 4. It was...
See, I had trouble with it.
You just don't like Orin?
I do like Orin, but I didn't think that after reading 3 books about her point of view.
That's fair.
I needed her mental breakdown.
So...
as she's getting upset and the The guards are noticing that the door is gold on their side. Someone walks in.
Well, she's calmed down a little bit at this point.
Yeah.
Like she's backed away from the door. She's like, my power is gone. I'm powerless now.
Yep.
Whatever. All of a sudden she starts hearing people yelling.
Yep.
And then the telltale sounds of thump, thump, thump.
And she has a feeling.
She knows.
Again.
She knows
She
exactly.
gets that feeling again. She knows what's happening.
Yep. She knows who's outside that door.
The best man in the world. Well, not the best man in the world.
He's definitely one of my book
one
boyfriends.
Of the best villains.
Yeah.
In any of the stories I've read.
Oh my god, I just love him so much. Anyway,
Yeah.
King Ravager walks through the door.
Well,
in case you hadn't picked up on that.
What he does is he rots the door handle.
In his defense, he tries a doorknob. He tries a doorknob first, and it's locked. And then she can slowly just start to see. I'm pointing at my door. The gold of her door just rot away.
And he's like, "Hey, girl," and you know, he walks in and he's like,
he stays in the shadows. He is like half hidden in shadows. He's very like Phantom of the Opera, half hidden in shadows. Yeah. She can't see who it is.
Knows who it is.
She suspects, but she has that block. She's not allowing herself to admit who it is.
Knows it's Ravager because she can feel his power.
That's true. All right, fine.
Is what I'm saying. And he's like, I guess you should get used to that since we're going to be around each other more. And she's like,
what are you talking about?
And that goes from, what are you talking about, to kind of being excited because is Rip sane too?
Rip is sane, yeah.
Because he lets her know that his army is going to be staying for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's where she realizes that she might, I mean, she already knew.
I don't know if she's admitted it to herself or I
think this is the first time that she's like, uh-oh, I might like him.
Yeah. Well, this whole quest she's been on to get back to Midas, and look how returning to Midas has worked out for her.
Swimmingly.
Yeah. King Ravager lets her know that the Fourth Kingdom and the army is going to be hanging out for a while.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to stay for the celebration between 5th and 4th, and also Third Kingdom's going to be here too.
Yes.
And then he drops the goldfinch.
He calls her goldfinch.
Yeah. And that freaks her out. I think she feels initially betrayed.
It's the way he says it.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's mocking her.
His voice is different. It's harder.
Yeah.
It's kingly, I guess is what I'll say. Like it's not the teasing, relaxed voice that she's used to. So it's a harder, harsher, what other like
it's more mocking,
like sarcastic, I guess.
Yes.
Tone. He calls her goldfinch, and I think she's hurt at first. She's like, "Oh my god, Rip told him our nickname or his nickname for me," and I kind of thought that was special and just between us. And now this random ass king knows, and I don't know where you want to go from here.
And then she takes off her coat.
She's pissed
to him because
she's
mad.
Pissed. So she rips off her coat and like throws it at him, like legit throws it at him, and then immediately because this is fucking Orin that we're talking about, she does something and then immediately regrets it. Like literally as soon as the coat leaves her hands, she's like, oh, shit, I should not have done that.
Yeah.
Because King Ravager looks at the inside of the coat where Orin has gilded the feathers. The inside of the coat has been gilded by her skin because skin has touched the coat.
It's just the wrists and the neck.
Yeah, where her skin has touched it. Yeah. And King Ravager looks at that and laughs and says something to the effect of, Midas is clever, but you're cleverer. Something like that.
I can't have you getting sick every time I come in the room.
Yeah.
Your commander, you're saying, Goldfinch, I asked you before if you knew who I was.
We should talk about that.
We should. Hold on. I went too far. Shit. I freeze, hoping maybe he won't notice. Now this is interesting, isn't it? I must admit, I'm not often surprised, but this surprises me. He's touching the feathers. Midas is far more devious than I suspected, and so are you.
I got shivers.
I liked it when she did that. And then he gives her the biggest fucking plot twist in the whole book.
The whole fucking book. We waited until the last page, right? Like, I'm pretty sure it's the last page of the
It pretty much
chapter.
is, yeah. So we know King Ravenger's in there with her. He's talking to her. He called her Goldfinch. He compliments her on her being devious.
At one point, he does ask, "Do you know who I
Do
am?"
you know who I am?
Which is,
Weird.
well, on our like second and third reread, we know what he's asking. But on
Yeah.
our first read, we're like, how would she not know? You're a
King
fucking
Ravenger,
king.
hello.
Yeah, yeah,
Green eyes.
yeah.
Weird crown. Kind of gives it away.
The rotting. That's
Yeah,
like your whole
the
thing.
veins going up
Yeah,
and down your
yeah,
skin. Yeah, you're
yeah,
Ravenger.
yeah,
Thanks.
yeah.
Thanks.
I'm not that dumb. So then, in this fucking twist that she leaves us on, King Ravenger drops a fact. He said, what does he say? Something
He
like,
changes.
oh, that's right, he does change.
Yes.
So he like
He starts to use his
retracts.
magic, and it
Yeah.
retracts in, and she can feel it. It's making her want to throw up.
Mm-hmm.
And then it starts to morph into something she recognizes.
A person she recognizes. His ears change, his facial features change a little bit, his tone of voice changes.
His eye color changes from green to
Yep.
black.
Yep.
Dark brown.
And guess who it is?
Hojat.
No, it's never Hojat. It's never Hojat.
Fine.
It's fucking Rip.
It's Rip.
It's Rip, but you can call him Slade.
Yes.
King Ravenger. Rip is King Ravenger. King Ravenger is Rip. Rip is Slade. And that's how the book ends. That's it. That's the book.
That's the book.
That's okay. I could not imagine reading these books as they came out and then having to wait years for Raven to drop the next book. I would die. I would cease to exist.
And poor Oren.
No, poor Gabby.
But don't you think Oren has been betrayed enough in these chapters?
She really has been, between Midas throwing her in the cage and then Rip, Slade, King Ravenger, person reveal. Like, she is shooketh. And the way that he drops it is, yes, Goldfinch, I am, but you can call me Slade. What in the actual fuck? I swear to God, if one of my Tinder dates had done this to me, I would have thrown the world's biggest fit. And anyway, I'm pretty sure that's the villain origin story for both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we're going to start talking about the next book. So if you have not read...
It is spoiler time, guys.
Gleam. If you have not read Gleam, we will be here when you get back. Go read that. We will be talking about Gleam in our next season, I guess.
Yes. After a recap episode.
We'll do a recap episode, and then we'll start into Gleam. Yeah, if you have not read Gleam, goodbye, toodaloo. Make sure to follow us on all the socials, at Corks and Cauldrons. Leave us
Instagram, Facebook.
Insta, Facebook, Threads, TikTok. Rate and review us wherever you listen to podcasts.
Gmail.
Please leave us a message. You can email us at corksandcauldron@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you.
Yes.
So, until then, toodaloo.
Cheers.
So long. Goodbye. 1, 2, 3. I can't. How dare you? Okay, anyway, the way that chapter ended.
Wasn't that fantastic, though?
My God. Legit, like, because I started reading these books up until the second to last book. Like, I had read them all until this last book had come out. They had already been out. I didn't have to wait for anything. If I had been reading these books as they came out and it ended on that, I would have rioted.
I don't know why.
Whatever.
So which part do you want to unwrap first?
Oh my God, there's so much to unwrap.
Oren's identity is Slade, Slade is Rip, and Rip is Slade, and Slade is Rip, and Oren is...
and King Ravenger is somehow in there. Okay, so let's start with Oren's identity and how it's so tied into the gold theme.
I mean, she is a sunshine baby.
She is a sunshine baby. Her parents do call her their little sunshine.
Yep.
Do you think, I think this is pretty obvious, but Oren sees her gold as a burden and not like as a weapon, right?
I think she sees it as a burden, not a gift.
Okay. I don't think she really started seeing it as a weapon until she
No.
started training with the Wrath, maybe?
Yeah. And I think even then, it really didn't get weaponized so much.
The gold didn't. Her ribbons
No.
did.
Her ribbons did, but her gold didn't
Her gold didn't
until
until Gleam?
Gleam.
Gleam? Well, gold is like the 5th.
Well, what's
So
one
maybe
before?
Glow. Glow is the
Maybe Glow.
4th.
Wherever Midas dies is where she starts to realize that it's a weapon.
I can't believe this motherfucker has lasted 2 fucking books so
Well,
far.
It's only been 2 months. Fine, let him live a little longer. But it's got to be hard for her, though, because she's been running for so long from who she is
Yep.
as a fae
Mm-hmm.
because she's so scared.
Yep.
And Midas has gaslit her so hard
So,
into
well,
thinking that she has no control and will never have control. And the way that he is holding her hostage is the only way to keep everyone else safe from her. Let's talk about that, guys.
let's talk about the accident.
Let's talk about the accident and what the heck is the name of that town?
Can something?
Where was it? Did you have any accidents?
Carnith Village.
Carnith Village. Let's talk about this for a second, guys.
Okay.
So, when orange ribbons start to come out when she's 15, just before the ribbons started coming out, she's been a saddle for a little while. And she's been earning tips. And the lady of the brothel that she's in has been saving them for her and tells her to take them, even though she doesn't want them. She finally buys her way onto a ship and ends up at Carnith Village somehow during her travels. A nice lady takes her in, and something happens, and someone she's never met before walks into the house, which turns out is the woman's son who's been gone.
Who comes to visit her because this is an old lady.
Yes.
Like, she is on death's door. She has a limp. She can't see very well. Like, she is the book grandma that we all picture.
Yeah. And Orin freaks out, and it is daytime when this happens. And she accidentally gilds the entire village.
Which would be traumatizing for anybody.
Yeah.
So she
Gilds the entire village.
including her savior, including the woman who took her in and
And-
nurtured her.
And everyone else.
And everyone else. People came and tried to help, and then it just kind of like wildfire. Yeah.
Wildfire, snowball.
Yeah, it spread. Yeah.
Yeah.
Until eventually it was the whole fucking village.
Yeah.
And so that's what Midas is talking about when he says, "Did you have an accident?" As he's talking about that village, and he knows how bad Orin feels about that.
And he actually saw, so we don't know this yet, but he actually saw that village before he saw Orin.
Yeah, do we want to talk about that?
About what trash Midas is? Yeah.
Okay, so Rip is Slade, Slade is Rip. They're both King Ravager.
Yes.
And Orin is not okay.
No.
So, was Rip lying to her all along? Or was he giving her the chance to meet the real him without the crown?
I think he was lying to her.
I disagree.
But he was doing it for a reason. He wanted her to know him before she knew his other persona, Ravager. Because it's like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Rip is the side of him that he really wants to be. And Ravager is the side that, like Orin and her ribbons in book 1, he's embarrassed of.
Or I don't think he's embarrassed of it. I think he has to be to protect his people.
Be that person.
Yeah.
And I think that the real him is Rip.
I can see that. And I don't disagree with that.
I do think he lied to her. He didn't outright lie. He kind of skirted the truth.
Sure.
Which is kind of the same thing. But I don't think that who he is changed anything.
What he did. Yeah.
I don't think it changed anything.
I think, okay, I know I said I disagree with you immediately when you said that he lied. I think he lied. I think he gave her so many openings and opportunities and tried to lead her to ask the right questions, and she never took the bait. I think he wanted to tell her the truth, and I think he felt trapped and that he couldn't.
Yeah, I can see that. Because how do you do that? By the way,
FYI, I'm also the king.
Yeah.
Please sleep in my tent.
I promise not to rot you.
Yeah. Like, I know
Although, if he had told her the truth earlier, he could have worked with her on her gold.
Yeah. Which they do end up working on much later.
Yeah.
But I feel like now there's that sliver of untrust, right?
Yeah.
Like he's gotta work his way back from that.
Yes.
And like considering what Midas has just done to her and her shit has been rocked, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm. And not only that,
and
so I'm gonna skip ahead to your question here. To one of the other ones you had, she has no idea where she stands with this man.
with King Ravager?
Slade.
True. Yeah, because they left things a little weird.
Yes, Rip kissed her, but not kissed her, but kissed her.
Well,
But now they're not talking about it.
and
he asked her to stay with him,
yes, exactly.
and she didn't understand why. She still doesn't understand why, although her lady parts understand why. And Midas was telling her he loved her, but Rip, Slade, Ravager never made any indication at all with words that he did or cared for her at all with words.
Right. What actions would prove that he cared? I mean, other than like, treating her like a person.
Well, you're supposed to do that with people you like asking her the questions to find out more about her.
But again, was that actually asking her questions to find out about her, or was that trying to be sly and figuring out what Midas was doing?
All right, look here, devil's advocate, who's been insisting this entire time that he was asking her these questions because
they're mates. Listen, don't use my own words against me. How dare you? How very dare.
He has teaching her to own her own power. Even if it's not her gold power, it's to be more physical and less complacent and to fight. And he does it through his people.
But you know that
still
they're
him.
reporting back and that
Yeah.
he's reporting to them and giving them
Yeah.
advice and like what he wants to see. And
Exactly.
yeah.
So I think that those are ways that he's showing he cares without saying he cares.
I also think he can't show that he cares while she's a
absolutely
prisoner in his camp. Like, it's a very complex start to this
The
relationship.
Saddles already think she's sleeping with him. Yeah. And Polly touched her, that bitch.
How dare
Midas,
she?
I want Midas to find out that Polly touched her. He doesn't, just so you guys know.
No, he doesn't.
I'm going to spoil that for you, but that would have been fantastic.
Okay, so we talked about this a little bit.
Yeah.
But Orin throwing the coat. Do you think it was 100% an accident that she threw the coat because she was so mad and in her feelings that she just wanted to throw something at King Ravager to make Rip hurt? Or do you think that she wanted him to know deep down that it's her gold?
She absolutely wanted him to know it was her gold.
You think so?
Yes.
Cite your sources. Explain yourself.
I have no sources. Other than my brain, thank you. I think she wanted someone else to know, and Rip, who was another Fae, was safe.
So you think that King... Because at this point she didn't know... She didn't know that King Ravager was Slade at this point. Nope. So you think that Ravager would have taken it to Slade and been like, your bitch threw her coat at me?
Your goldfinch threw her shit at me. And she only threw the coat at him because that fucking feathered coat.
That's true. That was Captain Fane's coat.
He called her goldfinch in the first place. So.
Okay. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I didn't really put a lot of thought into the coat throwing.
Did she kind of oops that after a second? Yeah, she did. She had regrets. Like sending the message or hawk.
Literally, these two books have been nothing but Orin's regrets.
Yes.
Stopping it downtown in the first book. All of the first book really has been her regrets. It gets better.
I can't wait to see Rissa in the next book.
I know. Rissa grows a ton in the next book.
I enjoy Rissa's role.
I do too.
And growth in this series.
Sometimes those side characters are just, they grow on you more.
When Slade said, Rip said, you can call me Slade, do you think he was challenging her? Or flirting with her?
Well, their flirting has been challenging, right? Like, that's how
Yeah,
they
from the
flirt,
get-go.
is by challenging and bantering
Yeah.
and being dicks to each other. Like, let's call it what it is. Yeah.
So, but what do you think? Was that a challenge? Was he flirting?
I
Was
think
he
he was
threatening?
I think he was flirting, but he wanted a shocker.
Oh, he shocked her, all right.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
I think
she
it
needed
was
wine after that.
I needed wine after that. I think he wanted to shock her, and I think he wanted to rattle her, because I think he likes keeping her off balance.
I think he does too.
And not, like, in a mean way, but in a I like to challenge her kinda
Playful.
way. Yeah, yeah.
Like Josh with his LOL.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. As of right now, Slade hasn't said anything super romantic
No.
to Oren, whereas Midas is spewing all sorts of, on paper, sounds right, romantic BS. Who actually sees Oren more clearly right now?
Lou.
Lou sees her the best. I love Lou.
I'm sorry, were those two my only choices? My bad. I think if it's only those two, then it's Slade.
I think
sees
Slade has
more
seen
clearly.
her. I think so clearly from moment one, but I think they're fated mates.
Midas may have known her for a decade, but that doesn't mean he knows her. He knows what he wants to know of her. He knows what he
Yes.
sees.
Yep. He knows how to push her buttons and how to manipulate her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we obviously trust Midas less,
What?
right?
No, he's completely trustworthy.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah. So what about the ribbons?
oh, the ribbons. This is a pain point for a lot of fans.
It is.
Yeah, like a lot of people
It
get
is.
hung up on the ribbons, and I don't get it. I think it's because ribbons are naturally seen as, like, girly, right? And they're soft and they're satiny and they're
badass and can cut your throat.
girly. Well, hers are,
Oh,
but,
sorry.
like, the ribbons I buy from Michaels are not.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
Okay, we know, because we have read up to the second to last book,
Yes.
so we know that all of Oren's family, all of her bloodline, has
Yes.
gold somehow tied to them.
Yes.
Like, somehow, in some way, her family bloodline manifests or works with gold.
Yes. But she's the strongest.
She's the strongest, she's actually gold. Like, her whole body is
Yeah.
gold. So do you think the ribbons were, like, a trauma response? Because she was 15. She was wandering alone in the desert when they were sprouting.
I think that she was never meant to be an Aurea, and it's a reverse thing from her original ancestor, who sprouted the ribbons when she fell into Arwen.
I did not make that connection.
Ah, okay. Well, I have nothing now.
No, that makes sense. It makes sense
Yeah.
because, like, they both got dropped into worlds that they didn't belong into.
Yes.
And so I guess that does answer the question then, that the ribbons are like a defense mechanism.
Yeah, I
Kind of
think
like
so.
the spikes on a porcupine,
Yeah.
but prettier.
Prettier.
Yeah. And so that makes sense
This
to
is my
me.
theory, not Raven's never said anything about this, guys.
Well, maybe I'll come out on a fun fact Friday.
I will watch for it.
Or maybe you can ask her. We'll post this clip and ask her.
Okay.
Dear Raven, are the ribbons like a trauma response for both her, the ancestor, and Oren? Or
shits and giggles?
Yeah, like why ribbons?
I mean, because they're pretty. I get it.
I guess, like, what other thing could she have had that would have been, like, a built-in protective thing?
Feathers would have been creepy as fuck.
Feathers would have been creepy. She's gold, so, like,
Yeah.
you can't,
Unless she
knife.
could, like, make herself armor.
Maybe. But she can kinda do that with the ribbons, too, when she wraps them
True.
around herself.
Yeah, but they can take damage.
The knife hands are too Wolverine, so you can't do that.
A little bit too much, yep.
Yeah. The ribbons are unique. I've never read another book that had ribbon
Yeah, I agree.
people.
And I didn't hate it. I liked it a lot. So.
I liked it a lot too. So all the haters can just keep on hating, I guess.
What about your theory here about the ribbons and the rot?
So my crack theory.
Are these actual fan theories?
No.
Oh. Why are you messing with me? I
like to toy with your emotions.
Gullible.
So my crack theory is that Orin's magic with the gold and the ribbons is a divine light, and Slade's magic, the decay, is divine decay, and together they balance everything. Yin and yang kind of thing. Creation and destruction.
Okay.
Do you agree? Do you hate it? Do you love it?
I don't hate that at all.
And we see a little bit of that, maybe not in the next book, but the book after, where a little bit of rot gets infused with her guild.
Yes.
And so anything that she gilds from then on out kind of has a touch of rot into it. So that's my crack theory. And this next one I've talked about before. Slade has known who she is all along. I don't know if he knew, this is major spoilers, I don't know if he knew that she was royalty necessarily, but he definitely knew that she was Fae.
I think he knew she was from that family because his family
That's true.
His family served the royalty. So
That's fair.
he knew.
And he grew up in that world.
Yeah.
So that would make sense.
And
that's fair.
Yeah. Orin's power has a limit until it doesn't.
Right now it's tied to sun.
But I think it takes her getting control of it before she learns to use it at night.
And that's a lot of what book 4 is about, is
Yeah.
her traumaing and growing and gaining control of her power then.
And cooking so bad.
Yeah, she cooks worse than I do. So I can't wait for your recipes in that one.
Guys, should keep doing recipes. Do you even use them? I know that the one lady said she liked us giving recipes, but do you like them? Do you hate them? Could we save 8 minutes every episode and not have them?
Let us know. I will continue drinking wine every episode and/or a drink of some sort.
I really like water.
Sure.
I do drink too. Just so you guys know, I do actually drink, but normally we record during the daytime.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't drink in the daytime, especially at 11:30 in the morning. It's a little too early for me. Even if it's on a Sunday.
It's okay. I'll drink for both of us. Right now her power is tied to the sun.
It is.
But later on in the books, Slade Rip Ravager gives her a gold bracelet and says, I don't want you to ever be powerless. So as long as you have some gold on you, you should be fine.
Yeah. Because she learns to manipulate gold after the sun goes down.
Mm-hmm. So I think every power has a limit.
Yeah.
Right? That's just, you have to have a limit on the power.
Yeah.
But I think she is, like you said, I think she's the strongest out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll leave it at that. Yeah.
You want to talk about Deadwell?
Deadwell. So, okay, let's talk about what we know at this point in the book series, and then we'll talk about what we know later on.
We don't know anything right now.
All we know is that he wants this random ass strip of land called Deadwell, and no one can figure out why.
Yeah, because as far as they know right now, there's nothing there.
It's and Midas,
just a strip of land.
Midas is like, I don't know why the fuck you would want that, but okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
But this does, because Midas is a shady motherfucker, does tip him off enough that he sends somebody out there.
Well, and as readers, we're like, okay, that's weird that you went on gold, because we've spent so much of these past 2 books talking about how valuable gold is and how it rules the world.
See, and I just kind of took that as he's the opposite of Midas, because Midas is very much into gold.
Mm-hmm.
And that is how he sees Orin is just a piece of gold and what she can give to him. And Slade is not that into gold or material things.
But then why Deadwell? Deadwell's got a lot of caves and stuff, right?
We don't know.
That's true. At this point, we don't know.
As far as we know, it's just a little strip of land. So right now, all we know is that Slade doesn't want gold and is not interested in it. Which is that just kind of to throw Midas off? Because he is interested in one piece of gold. For sure. Thank you. I was really proud of it. Thanks.
So, what we learn later on, though, in the books, is that Deadwell is very important to Slade.
Yes.
Slade Rip Ravager. Because that is where the rip in the universe is. Yeah. Yes. That's a major spoiler.
Anwin and Oria.
Yep.
That he accidentally caused with his father. Huge spoiler there, guys. You will find that out in book 5.
Yes.
Nope, book 4. I lied to you.
Book 4. You'll find that out.
Yeah.
And we learn a lot about Rip's childhood and his father and his mother.
And any other family that he happens to have.
Yep. So yeah, we like after you read the series, you know why he wants that strip of land so far, like so bad.
Yeah.
But the first read through, you're kind of like, it's a strip of fucking land. I don't get it. All right, what else do we want to chat about?
Do you want to talk about Midas?
Fuck Midas.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about with Midas?
Well, I think we already know that his main goal is has never been actually Orin.
No. His main goal has always been power and gold and manipulation.
Yes. And her gold, he really just wants her for her gold.
He wants her for her power, and the fact that it's gold power is just a bonus.
I agree. On that note, maybe we should end this tonight, guys.
Yeah, I think we're too angry at Midas to talk much.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much for listening to Corks and Cauldron. Be sure to follow us at Corks and Cauldron on all your favorite socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Threads. You can also email us at corksandcauldron@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you.
Yes. And if you enjoyed this episode, please rate and review us. Share us with your book besties or booksties, as I am going to keep calling them. It will be a thing. Tell the world, guys. It's the best way to spread the word and help our podcast grow.
Tell your friends. We're hilarious.
Yes. And Corks and Cauldron is a self-funded labor of love, and your support helps keep the magic alive.
And our glass is full.
So join our Patreon community today at patreon.com/corksandcauldron, and maybe even treat us to a bottle of wine.
Oh my God, we're self-funded. I would love it if someone bought me a bottle of wine. Our next episode drops. We drop every Thursday. And this time we will do a recap of Glint.
Yes.
And maybe even a little bit of Gleam. We'll touch on that a little bit. Yeah.
And until then, eat,
drink,
and get lost in a good book.
Cheers.